Hello and welcome to Glorious Crown Salon's YouTube channel. I'm Bernita, stylist and trainer at Glorious Crown Salons. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to maintain your micro locks in between visits to the salon. Before we get started, I want to congratulate you on starting your micro lock journey. This was an amazing decision and I am so happy for you. One piece of advice I can give you on this journey is to actually enjoy it. Enjoy every step of it, the good, the bad, the amazing and beautiful. I just want you to be happy and enjoy the fact that you have started your micro lock journey. Now, let's get into these tips. Tip number 1. Less is best. I can't say this enough, and over your journey, your stylist may continue to tell you this every time you ask them, what product should I use? But less is best, especially at the beginning of your journey. You want to use less product and you want less manipulation on your hair. Less manipulation because doing too much to your hair can weaken your locks and cause slippage, which is to have your locks actually come undone where they will not form. So less is best, no manipulation. Less is best when it comes to products as well, because products do what? Can cause buildup in locks, especially if you use the wrong product. Too much of one product can cause buildup in your locks. And what does buildup do? 1, it makes our hair look unclean, and 2, it also weighs down the hair. It'll weigh down our locks. If your locks are weighed down, then it can cause pulling and tension to your scalp, which then can actually cause locks to snap. And we don't want snapping locks. We want our locks to stay healthy and strong. So less product, less manipulation. Tip number 2 is to always wrap your hair. Tie your hair down. The best thing to use to tie your hair down would be a scarf or a do-rag, because it will flatten and hold the hair in place. That way there's no movement, which with movement can cause friction. Friction to starter locks is not the best. So you do not want your locks to be rubbing and flying all over the place. You want them to kind of stay put, so that way they are not rubbing against each other, which can cause bunching, and it can also cause weakening. It'll weaken the locks, which again will make them snap or become unhealthy. So always tie your hair down. If you're just lounging and laying around the house, whenever you're gonna put your head down on something, tie it down, especially at home when we're laying on pillows, blankets, so on and so forth. The other reason why you want to always tie your hair down is because lint. When you're laying down, lint gets deposited into your hair from everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. So always tie your hair down. The best method is to braid or band your hair at night before you tie it down. That will keep it from moving, and just in case that scarf falls off, your hair will still not start to rub because it is braided or banded. Tip number 3 is what to actually use. Some people experience itchiness during that first beginning phase of their lock journey, and so they are calling in or asking for recommendations on what to use to stop the itching or either to prevent the itching. We still err on the side of caution, less is best, but if you have to use something and it's super unbearable, then what we recommend you use is witch hazel. So you'll take the witch hazel and a white cloth, pour the witch hazel on it, and then gently rub your scalp, especially in those affected areas. So you'll rub your scalp. Once that is done, you'll then take a light oil, like a grapeseed oil or a sunflower oil, and put it on your scalp. Now, when putting oil on your scalp, you want to make sure it's on your fingertips. Do not apply directly to your scalp, especially with locks. You want to put it on your fingertips and then massage it in. Applying oil directly to your scalp, sometimes we cannot control how much we put on our scalp. So when you're not paying attention, you're trying to go to every corner, every line, you end up putting too much oil, which can cause buildup. So a recommendation first starting, use your fingertips to apply the oil. If you want to use the oil and put it on directly onto your scalp, I say and recommend a few points. 1, 2, and 3. Done. Take it and massage it around, move it around. That is it. And that should be enough oil after you use the witch hazel. Tip number 4. Tip number 4 is when you get to the point of unbearable itch and you just have to have water. What that itch is does not mean that your hair is dirty or your scalp is dirty. What it means is that your scalp is pretty much going into, for lack of a better word, shock. Your scalp is like, okay, you have not shampooed me in weeks. What is this? Please help me out, do something, give me a little bit of water, clean me, because I am so used to being clean. So with that being said, your stylist will recommend for you to come in every 4 weeks, which is when you'll get your deep cleansing shampoo and get your retie. They will recommend for the 4 weeks. If you cannot make it to that 4 weeks, you are welcome to shampoo your hair. But there is a way that you have to shampoo your hair. When you shampoo your hair with micro locks, you want to make sure they are done in sections. So you want to braid each section down so that way the hair is not flying free and getting super tangled and matting together when you're shampooing. You want to, if your hair is not long enough to actually band or braid, you want to then put a stocking cap on your head and then proceed to shampoo. We ask that you do this because your hair will bunch up, like I said before, and start to mat and combine and marry together because they are loose and they're just flying everywhere. And as people, you know, when we shampoo, we tend to like to be vigorous and just kind of going all up in our hair in these motions and things, and that causes our hair to bunch up. We don't want that with our locks. So make sure you're braiding and banding and using a stocking cap if you have shorter hair. Tip number 5 is crucially important. You want to make sure you are detangling your hair at all times. Not necessarily every day, all day, but you need to make sure you're running your hands through your hair in this motion, going from root to tip, not too hard or not pulling too much, but gently just going from root to tip and separating your locks. Because with them being as small as they are, they tend to grab on. Locks already grab onto each other no matter what size it is, but because they are micro, they will tend to do it more. So you want to, whenever you think about it, or if you want to do a routine, if you're a routine person, every day just run your hands through your hair. You can do it at night before you are tying it down. Just run your hands through your hair to release some of those locks from one another. That way they're not marrying to each other and they're not combining. Another thing when it comes to detangling your hair, you want to make sure that when you shampoo your hair, you make sure your hair is dry when you take those braids out. Once you take those braids out, you're going to want to detangle your hair again. You're going to go through, pull them through, so that way they're not marrying together. So detangling is such a crucial part of your beginner micro lock journey. Those are the 5 tips to maintaining your locks while at home in between salon visits. We hope that this was super informative and that you can use these tips to make sure your locks start off on a super healthy and happy journey. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Thank you so much for watching.